Hello everybody, good morning. I've come out into the woods today just to sort of talk about what it is that I want to do over the next year or so really. One of the good bits of news that we've had is that in Wales lockdown measures have eased slightly, and by slightly I mean quite a bit. The rule of only 2 people or 2 different households with unlimited numbers meeting outside has been sort of eased so that it's up to 30 people regardless of households. So that's very handy for our camp that we've got planned next weekend. So there's that. I know that Steve is coming and Amy and Gray, providing nothing changes between now and then. So I'll film a bit of that. And you've got that to look forward to. Something else that I want to do, more walks and more walks up mountains specifically. The mountain ones I'll tend to just work my way to the top, as you've seen in a few videos previously. But another thing that I want to do is a structured walk, and I've been looking into a few of the national trails in Wales. There's 3. There's Glyndwrs Way, the Offas Dyke path and the Pembrokeshire coastal path. I'm going to start off probably sometime this month, now that we're into August, doing the Glyndwrs Way. The first leg will probably be Knighton to Andventures, which I think is about 12.5 miles, so that'll be an interesting one to start off with, I think, and I'll just do that stage. My plan is to do day stages with a couple of overnighters thrown in, so we might do something along the lines of 30 miles. I'll be doing some of it alone, and I'll be doing some stages, hopefully, with friends or anyone who's up for it. Another mountain that I want to walk up, well, there's a couple, but there's Glanhavon, which is the peak adjacent to the 2 peaks that I did a few weeks back. That's actually slightly higher. I think it's the highest mountain in the area. So I'd like to climb to the top of that sometime, hopefully soon. Another thing that I want to do is the 2 peaks of Molsych and Cadair Berwyn. Cadair Berwyn being the highest mountain in the Berwyn mountain range. Another thing, last weekend I went canoeing. I went canoeing with some family on Lake Vyrnwy, Bethania Andventures. They're open from 10 AM. Only weekends at the moment because of the things that are going on. So I suggest if you're interested in trying some canoeing or paddle boarding or kayaking, I think you can do windsurfing and sailing as well. But I would always suggest that you ring up just to make sure that they're there. I think they only run until about October time, I'm not sure, but Bethania Andventures is the website. If you Google that, you'll find out. You'll have a number to call them as well. The prices are very reasonable. They'll give you everything you need and a quick briefing on safety as well. So we went. There was 3 of us who went in the Canadian canoe last weekend. It was my first time in a Canadian canoe, and I loved it. But we get the paddles, obviously, the buoyancy aids, a whistle for if you get into trouble, and he'll come out. The guy running it will come out on the boat just to check that everybody's doing all right and nobody's capsized. So it's quite safe. It's deep. It is deep. It's a deep lake, Lake Vyrnwy. But I think once you get out onto the water, if you're a bit apprehensive beforehand, that goes away with time until the next wave comes, and then it's a bit like woo. The reason that I mentioned Bethania Adventures is that aside from the fact I really enjoyed my first experience in a canoe, is that I filmed it. I didn't do any bits to camera. I just literally put the action camera onto my head strap and just went out and recorded the whole thing.
Best way to hold the paddles, hand on your thumb, hand over the top, no pulls on the top. And if the front and back are on opposite sides, you will find it easiest to go in. Your number 8, so won't be able to tell you the right way up.
Speaking of crashing, no Em, don't turn that way. Do you guys want to... Tell you what, should we go on the inside of them? Oh, there's a big wave coming. That's off that speedboat, I reckon. Maybe. Let's see if we can get past the brunt of it. I think we have. Here it comes! Oh. I saw that one coming. Jesus Christ. Oh, that motorboat, I reckon. Right, yeah, just let it coast in, and then I'll drop the oar and we'll come in right behind Emrys's canoe. There we go. Yeah. Oh.
So yeah, I like the canoeing. We have actually since sort of talked about doing a bit of a canoe trip as well. So the canoe trip, well, there's two really. One's planned. What with COVID still being very much a thing, I'm not sure about campsites, even though it's probably above board. I don't want to risk anything. So what we're going to do early next spring is, myself and Graham, the plan at the moment is, we're going to do a 2-day paddle from Poole Quay, which is fairly local to me, through to Shrewsbury, which is a little less local. So that's a nice, should be relaxing 2-day paddle with a stop over at Montford Bridge at a campsite there. Hopefully by March time, when they pick up again, everything will have settled down. It'll be business as usual. That's what we're kind of going for with that. And then maybe towards the end of the summer or the following year, perhaps, depending on how much practice we've all had. I think there's going to be a gang of us, well, 2 at least, probably no more than 4, but we'll see. But a gang of us going down and doing the River Severn Challenge. So the River Severn Challenge is a 5-day challenge from, I think, Welshpool, I'll have to check, or thereabouts, down to Gloucester on the River Severn. and you have 5 days to get down there. They give you everything. It's great. They give you everything that you need: the canoes, the paddles, the waterproof keg thing to go in there. So all your stuff goes in there. A list of campsites, your licenses for being on the river, everything you can think of, your flotation aids, everything you can think of. And then you just take your equipment for the camping over, and your food and that and they go in the waterproof barrel. So I'm looking forward to that, but like I say, that might be a while off. I think we worked it out as it's 25 miles a day, so it'll be 5 solid days of paddling. So that would be a bit of a challenge. You can do it 7 or 10 days as well if you want to go a bit slower. They're running that out of Shrewsbury. There's I need to find the place. I'll put it'll either be in the comments or I'll put it in the video somewhere, but the information that you can hire canoes from Shrewsbury. One final thing, there was probably more I wanted to talk about, but I can't remember now. But the final thing is that with these walks, after I've completed the Glyndwrs Way, I'm going to be looking at doing the Offas Dyke path, which Glyndwrs Way is about 157 miles, something like that, and it goes from Knighton to Machynlleth and then back to Welshpool, and it follows the trail of locations for Owain Glyndwr, who's a very famous history character from Wales. Then obviously Offas Dyke is the dyke between England and Wales, which was the border for a long time. So that meanders in and out of England and Wales. From north to south. I'll probably do it from north to south. The final set of walks I want to do is the Wales Coastal Path. Now, I mentioned before that part of it is part of the national trails, the Pembrokeshire coastline. But there are sections all the way around that you can do. There's the North Wales coast. Then there's Anglesey, that's the second section. Then there's the Llyn Peninsula, that's the third section. The Cardigan Bay, down into Pembrokeshire, and then South Wales. I'm not sure, there might be 2 paths in South Wales, but they're all connected. And along with the Offas Dyke path, that would complete an entire circuit all the way around the perimeter of Wales, more or less. And that would be something that I would love to achieve in this lifetime. We're probably talking years and years down the line. Whether I'm still YouTubing by then, I don't know. But at the moment, the intention is that I'm gonna record it, gonna put it on YouTube, and document it. And I'd love to complete it someday. I'm going to head off now. Birds, nature. I can't believe nobody's walked past whilst I've been filming here, it's crazy. It's before I become like the main course as well as the appetizer for these insects. I'm going to head off now. Thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so. And I will see you in the next video. If you feel like dropping a comment, please feel free to do so. There's a playlist with all the outdoor adventures. Tell your friends and share. That would be greatly, greatly appreciated. So thank you once again. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.